Om Ajaya Namaha.
Salutations to the unborn.
Body is born. When the wave is born, the ocean is not born. The wave rose in the ocean. In Brahman, the reality, the infinite consciousness, the body is born. The body that rose in me, it disappeared. So what? The body is also nothing but grossification of consciousness. A disturbance in consciousness is the entire universe. Neither is it born, nor does it die. Having thus once existed in that form, it never becomes extinct. It is ever there. This is called in the Upanishads Aja, unborn. When was God born? Who was his father? Doubt will always come, and it is valid doubt, because the intellect can think only in terms of time. So when you say that God was and everything was born, the next question your own child will ask. It is natural for the human intellect to think, because human intellect can think only in terms of time. If thus the God created the whole world, Papa, who was God's Papa? Even a baby will ask. Not the grown-up people, even baby. So if your mind goes in that direction, it is right. Grandpa, you have been taking me to all the marriages. Why is it that you never took me to your marriage? What can the grandfather say? Ask grandmummy. I think she told me don't bring her. You can only shove the problem to another's shoulder, because the boy will not understand that the grandfather married the grandmother. As a result of it came the father. The father married again, repeated the mistake, and therefore you came, my sonny. When in the consciousness the first thought came 0 time, then I repeated the mistake, the second thought, then came the grandson. What is it? Time. And with the time, yes, everything that is happening from third thought onwards, I can measure it with time. What is the first thought? 0 time. And unka baap hai Paramatma. Paramatma, when? When was your God born? God born. These are all the thoughtless arguments. Born God will have to die. Antavanda ime deha. Born God must die. And the God who died, poor man. I mean, he was nice. I am very devoted. But now died. What can you do? Can't help it. Born, God born. God is historical. Silly. If it is God that you are representing, we will have to say that He is unborn, eternal. He may manifest. That's a different thing. Thereby to say that it is not historical and therefore it is a myth. Honest gods will have to be myth. Because conditioned by thought, by my time, it has to perish. Since it is imperishable, either you like to say unborn, and the average man cannot understand unborn, therefore we make him born and show him. Dekha, the God hai. Removed. See, Krishna born and did all this mischief and then he died. Oh. He manifested Avirbhava and Tirobhava. God manifested. Now when he looked out at it, smile. God. That is the only way to communicate it to others.
Om Avyayaya Namaha.
Salutations to the imperishable.
This immutable, Avyaya, timeless, therefore changeless, immutable, permanent. Vinasha, destruction of this changeless, immutable reality in our hearts. Ishwarenavi. Everything else Ishvara can do, the Lord can do, undo or otherwise do. Kartum agartum annadha kartum shakyam Ishvara. Yet, He cannot bring about the destruction of this self, this pure consciousness which is permeating in all of us. But we don't play from that center. We play outside it and feel that we are also changing when the body, the mind, the intellect or the objects and emotions and thoughts are changing. The screen in the cinema theatre never smells smoke, even though the whole picture was fire. The picture was floods and floods, and that not even 1 cubic centimeter, square centimeter of the screen gets wet. The screen is untouched by the picture that you saw, and the picture you would not have seen but for the screen. But when we see the picture, we forget the screen. That is why suddenly when the film breaks, old film breaks, there is a flood of light on the screen, and you will find that any part of the world, if the film breaks, the entire audience, there is a noise. Why? Suddenly they realize, the entire emotions and the ideas that I am seeing are all nothing but a white screen only, and it is only black and white shadows were dancing on it, and I identified with it. But then again, light gone, the film started, you are back again to enjoy the picture. Why? We must forget the screen in order to enjoy the picture. If you see the screen, the enjoyment of the picture is gone. So that since you have paid for the enjoyment, learn to forget the screen. Once I remember or understand that reality, this has no meaning or purpose. When I forget it, all these are very serious problems, social, national, international, personal, domestic, any problem. The masters who have realized the highest has understood this truth, and it is they who have given us this knowledge. The impermanent, the ever-changing realm of matter is never permanent, and that which is eternal and immutable essence behind it, you, is the permanent and can never cease to be.
Om Avinashine Namaha.
Salutations to the indestructible.
Vinasha. Vinasha. Nasha, destruction. Vinasha, total destruction. Avinashi, that which knows no destruction. That is to be the Avinashi. Because an intelligent man will never accept that there is anything in this world which is indestructible or without any change. There is nothing changes. Because all our experiences are of change. And you are right. Because your experiences are experiences at the body, mind and intellect level. All experiences known to an individual in this great present state of consciousness is ever in a state of flux. You are existing and surviving only in an experience world of flux. Your physical experience is never the same, changes. Your emotional experience is never the same. Your intellectual thought process is never the same. Everything is in a state of flux. So when the teachers say that there is a God, changes and immutable, you smile. Because you are very intelligent skeptic. He will not accept change in it. It cannot be. This is a phenomenal world. Everything is in a state of change. Now, my friend, how do you know that everything is changing? Nobody needs to tell me. I know everything is changing. This is my direct personal experience. What do you mean by personal experience? I am conscious of it. Very good. If you are conscious of change, that there must be a knower of change. If I get to perceive change, the change must take place in front of me. And I must be perceiving it, observing it, experiencing it, knowing it. Then the world, the experiencer, the observer of change cannot be in the system of change. When I have to see you moving, that I am watching the dancer dancing. I can watch the dancer dancing only when I am not dancing but sitting and watching. Thus when you say everything is changing, true, how do you recognize the change? That which is recognizing the change is changeless. With the reference to a changeless factor alone, change can be perceived. That by which all these beings and forms, the infinite, BMI, the entire world of beings and forms are pervaded. That which pervades everything is that which is changeless. Gold is not destroyed when the bangle becomes a ring, or the ring becomes a nose ring, or the nose ring becomes an ear ring. You marry, you name it. But the gold does not change. The shape and the use of it is changed, and therefore a different name given. The material which it is made is not changed. The shape may be changed. The use may be changed. The name may be changed. Carefully. The material cause of things never changes. The clay never changes. Pots are many. You can break one pot and make it another one. But the clay remains the same. Just as the ocean pervades all waves, gold pervades all its ornaments, clay pervades all life. In the same way, that which is pervading among all, that is the Avinashi, the Father.
ॐ कृतकृत्याय नमः.
Salutations to the fulfilled one.
The sugar was in the cup, and yet the tea was not tasty, isn't it? Sugar was in the cup, yet the tea was not sweet. Until you sugar, and the sugar must disappear between the molecules of the tea. Then it becomes same sweetness on the top, in the middle, and the bottom. In the same way, into the cup of your head, the idea, Arjuna, the idea is been put there. Not sufficient. You have to shake it. With the spoon of your mind, you have to shake the intellect until these ideas disappear into the very cells of your thoughts. That every thought that rises in your mind must have the fragrance, the beauty, the sweetness of Vedanta. And these ideas become your buddhi, not Krishna's ideas. You cannot live Krishna's ideas. You cannot live Chinmayananda's ideas. Each one of us can live only our ideas. It must become our idea in order to enrich your life. Always, none of us need to earn anything. Reserve Bank has got so many crores already. Reserve Bank has got crores. But I am starving. But that's all mine. You can say it is all mine, because after all you are an Indian. And it is democracy. People run other people, for other people, by the people, therefore the bank, the national bank has got whatever money is yours. True, it is true. But you starve and die, you can have your enjoyment only with the money that is in your hip pocket. Not that the wealth that is somebody else has got it. It is useless. Similarly, Krishna's knowledge or my Guru's knowledge cannot help me. Continuous journey. You yourself independently reflect upon it, make it your own. And when once the knowledge is your own, strive and come to reach that state. Kritakrityasya Bharata. Come to experience Kritakrityata, the sense of total fulfillment. Kritam, I have done. Krityam, that which is to be done. The sense of I have done all that is to be done. Nothing more to be done. My fourth daughter also is married. 3 sons, they are already working. And the fourth daughter also. Now I can comfortably die. Well, I have done all that is to be done. Is it not in the world you get that idea? But that is on the table. Now that they are all gone, why not I take up some other work? After a week, you are tired of gratitude or tired of loneliness, and therefore you want to take up some other work. Here it is not so. Having breathed that away, may you come to experience Krita, a state of utter fulfillment, total fulfillment. No more anything to be done. I have understood the secret of life, the essence of existence.
ॐ विनोदप्रियाय नमः.
Salutations to the one who loves humor.
Keep a smile for the whole world. Just to distribute joy to the world outside. If nothing else for you to give, at least joy. In Andhra Pradesh, 3 old ladies came to me. After Pada Puja and all that, they both then sat down and started talking to me. And Andhra language, Telugu language is very fast. Even Telugu people cannot understand what the other Telugu man is talking. Very fast. Now I can't understand a word of that language. So I closed my eyes because a Swami can always close the eyes. When they, in utter suffocation, when they stopped for the next breathing, I started Malayalam, which is also and since they don't understand, I can make any noise, it will be Malayalam. I started talking Malayalam continuously, another 3 minutes, and I opened my eyes. The ladies were not there. I said what I want to say, they said what they want to say, but we never understood each other because of language. So then a foolish man comes there with aggressively. Passivity is not the answer. You also meet them aggressively. When the aggressive good and meets aggressive bad, aggressive good alone wins. Action is at all times. You can never take it casually. You may take it from the office. I am today on leave, meaning I am not working. Not working in the office, but ask your wife and other members of the family. What an amount of confusion you are creating at home. It is not possible that you are not working. Only the field of working may change. You are lying down in bed, therefore you are not physically creating any confusion. But while lying down, are you not thinking? Are you not feeling? That's also work. All right, someday I am going to sleep. True. Physically you are not working, emotionally you are not working, intellectually you are not working. But if the physical body work is going on, are you not breathing? Are you not heart pumping? The circulation going on? The digestion vigorously going on? All these physiological activities are going on. So you are not without action. Alright, someday, I am going to stop those activities also. If you stop those activities also, then you will make us very active. The other day when I was looking at the mirror, I saw that I have been looking starved, unhealthy, and I said, change the mirror. By changing the mirror, will I change? Last 10 years or even 15 years, morality has completely gone in the Western countries, especially in America. Anybody and any time, at any time, only sentence alone, that problem cannot be solved by legislation or by changing the constitution, by punishing everybody. You can't punish everyone in a country. It has become a national character. Who can change you? Nature is to change. Nature, the Lord, gave a help to the society, and that's why it is called aid. Just as the World Bank gives you aid for the developing nations, Bhagavan said, I will give you the aid. And once they got the aid, everybody overnight become morally good. Today we say, this is India, otherwise called as Bharat. Why is it called a country called Bharat? Now in the Western countries, when you give a name to anything, there is no particular meaning. Why the name is given? The name itself has no meaning. I was once introduced to Dr. Wolf. So I said, Doctor, I didn't catch your name properly. He said, oh, Swamiji, I am Wolf. Now that doesn't mean anything. I don't know now whether he is doctor of what. Which science, I don't know. So I can't initiate any talk with him. So I was thinking, what will I talk to him? How is it that you are Wolf, doctor? I asked, because that is the only material I have got to ask him. He looked at me very pityingly, because underdeveloped country cannot understand the modern. So he looked at me very miserably and told me, Swamiji, my father was a wolf.
Hari Narayana, Hari Narayana, Hari Narayana, Hari Narayana.
Gold. Doctor.
गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।